Well, it's still raining, campers. Anyway, welcome back to the daily meet. We're deep in a bit of Lincolnshire Wolds bushland. It's nice. Yeah, so welcome back to your daily protein hit. It is Thursday, the 11th of June 2026. Another moist day out there, deep in the Lincolnshire Wolds bush. But that ain't gonna put us off. I had a nice camp last night. I had a bit of a scenic one, a bit more laid back than the previous night's dogging extravaganza. So yeah, we feel refreshed this morning. Just having a piping hot caffeinated beverage. I'm all changed, all refreshed. Bruno's had some munch. He's had a little stroll around a bit of that bush behind me there, and we're ready to start the day. Temperature wise, going to be about 15-16 degrees today. A bit chilly. It's windy. It's moist. But we're gonna soldier on our little Lincolnshire Wolds road trip adventure. We're going to be heading in a northwesterly direction. We're currently not far from Louth, so we're about halfway up on the east side. But today we're going that way. So it's just gone 10:30 in the morning. I've had a bit of a lazy morning, bit of a chilled one, but we need to get moving. Time is escaping us today. Well, campers, we're hitting the road again. It's a sneaky little peek of my camp last night. That's the view I had, overlooking the, well, beautiful countryside. There's the A16 just in the distance, and across the field on my left you could see the Grimsby Tower by the docks. It's quite the view. Just navigating through this sketchy little rural country lane. So as you can see, it is moist today. It's raining. I think it's going to be like this for most of the day. So I think a lot of today is going to be focused on scenic drives. We'll try and make a few stops. Got some points of interest I like to visit today. I was back on ChatGPT this morning. The future of camping adventures, I think. Now, the beauty of using AI to plan your road trips is it gives you ideas for places to visit, scenic drives, and once you've found your route, planned it all out, it just pumps it straight into Google Maps, so we're good to go. So as we continue in the rain on our road trip through this beautiful little countryside road, we're heading to Donington-on-Bain. It's supposed to be a nice scenic drive deep in the Lincolnshire Wolds, and a beautiful little village as well to have a little look through. If we stop, I'm not sure. It is raining quite heavily. We may just drive through, but at least we'll take in the sights. Drive down these very quiet country roads. So a couple of the locations we're going to be visiting today. One's going to be the highest point of the Lincolnshire Wolds, and another one is supposed to be the most prettiest village in the whole of England. And it's right deep in the Wolds. That former church or a school converted into a house. AD 1897. I think it's a church. What a beautiful place to live. Away from the hustle and bustle of city life and modern day goings on. Come on, pigeon. The beauty of living around here, if you want cheap fish and chips, Grimsby's only a few miles up the road. In yesterday's video, I had a couple of people on about Cadwell Park that I pronounced it wrong. It's not Caldwell, it's Cadwell. My memory's no so good. My memory ain't so good. I've been there a few times before in the past. It's been about 8 years since I've been up this neck of the woods. I forget. friend of mine about 20 years ago when I lived down south. He used to race an old Rover, I think it's a Rover P1, like some classic car racing. And he used to race up there quite a lot, and I did watch him a couple of times. Very nice racetrack. And then about 8 years ago, Mrs. Meat and I, what's there right here? We went there to watch some racing, and there was like Transformers had Optimus Prime in the car park. I think I actually did a video on that on the other channel. I'm sure it's still on there. But every time I've watched racing at Cadwell Park, it's rained. And here we are, not far from said racetrack, and it's raining again. So it's very moist round here. Very moist. Look at this, we're on a main road cutting through the Wolds, and there's barely any traffic on it. Oh, check that out. Got a little deer in the road. Go on, Bambi. That's a young un. But the terrain around here is very unpredictable. One minute you're in open countryside, next minute you're in a little wooden valley. Yes. Go on, Meat Wagon, let's get up these hills. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Good old girl. Just over there, the bush line on my left, I can see Cadwell Park, not far from there. We're heading a bit past there. These old farm buildings. Oh wow, nice views as well. Nice bit of rolling countryside there. The size of that antenna. That's an old radio antenna. Right, we are entering Donington on Bain. Please drive carefully for our village. Bit of a dogger there, getting a bit wet. Now that camping spot I was on about near Cadwell Park is not far from here. I actually think we're very close to it. That is a nice little park up. I may actually pop there quickly and just show you it. If you haven't seen it before, I'll give you a little visual of this little village. I've got a little St Andrew's Church on the left there. You have little villages around these parts. Check this out, look, the Black Horse Inn, real ales. Village shop on the left, the Forge. It's a really nice place. Right, I'm just going to pull over and get that park up on my map. So the park up I was referring to is called Red Hill Nature Reserve, and it's 2 miles away, so we're en route now. It's a good job we are going this way, because this is a really nice little drive through here. I've been here quite a few times around this area, but I've never been deep in these kind of bushy areas. I like it. Look at these houses just in the middle of nowhere. Surrounded by nice bits of wooded countryside. Right, so this is the road leading up to it. It's got a 10% gradient coming up. think I was here actually at the start of March. I started one of the Daily Meat episodes at this location. Then I went on to Lincoln. I will put a link to the park up video when I stayed here. It's very stormy, very windy, very rainy. Pretty much like today, but just the rain is slightly warmer. But yeah, it's a bit steep. And this is it on the right. Oh, there's parking on the left there. And if you hook a right, over here, oh no, there's a car here. Yeah, Red Hill Nature Reserve. So this is the park up I stayed at on the left, just in that corner by the gate there. As you can see, it's chucking it down. There's a compost toilet there. I didn't use that. But look at the views. There's an older couple just enjoying the views there. This is a great place for a park up. I had a very peaceful night's sleep, even though it was very windy. While I'm here, I'm going to quickly make a cup of tea, and then we'll carry on the rest of our road trip. Got a flow now. It's a bit moist out here, but I thought I'd give you a view outside the van. Look at them beautiful scenic views. Plenty of places to go walking around here on a drier day. That's the Meat Wagon. Yeah, last time I was here, I camped in that corner. Red Hill Nature Reserve. Anyway, I'm getting back in the Meat Wagon. It's quite moist. I've got a cup of tea and some sultana and oat cookies. Oh yeah. Good health, campers. Bruno, face space away. Oh, lovely. Right, tea break over. We are exiting Red Hill Nature Reserve. And, that's a bit of a tight dip. We're going to be going to our next destination. It's a little bit ground shaking, our next one. A few miles away, but we're going to enjoy the views. Yeah, it should come out of this Red Hill Nature Reserve. You've got some stunning views across the countryside there. But anyway, we need to keep moving through the rain. Check out that little church there. It's even got the bell on the bell tower there. Don't know if it's still an active church or whether it's somebody's house now, but look at that, just deep in the countryside. Oh, we've got the Ramblers, some kids. Wave, you'll be on YouTube later. Little did they know, they just see the Meat Wagon. They're unaware, they do not know. But if you do see the video, rather you than me in that rain. Oh, check that out, campers. That's called the Belmont Transmitting Station. That is the second tallest structure in the UK. Currently standing at 351 metres tall. It has been shortened. It was built in 1965 and 1967 it got extended. My memory's not so good, so I can't remember how tall it originally was. But apparently that transmits to 710,000 households. So it transmits DAB television, radio, and also smart metering technology for households in the area. It's massive. Would go outside the van and get some better footage, but it's raining, it's windy, and there's cars going past. But that is quite the impressive erect structure that's now disappearing into the clouds. Standing tall and proud in the Lincolnshire Wolds. Yeah, I didn't even know they existed until today. See, on the Daily Meat we have some fun facts. Unfortunately, because I'm recorded on my phone, I can only store a certain amount of information. Yeah, the Belmont Transmitting Station. Belmont. want. We are now entering the village of Ludford. So I just pulled off the main road. Let's another Citroen 2CV. Look at these little units. You don't see them. You don't see buildings like that anymore, do you? So the earthquake hit this area 27th of February 2008, 5.2 on the Richter scale, and it's the biggest earthquake in the UK since there was one in North Wales in 1984. I even had somebody in the comments section yesterday mention they felt it in Grimsby, and even as far as Boston, they had to close the market square to assess the damage. Quite the feisty little earthquake. A tiny little village. It was at 15. The earthquake was at a depth of 15.4 kilometers, deep inside the crustation of the earth. Yeah, very tiny little village. They got severely rocked. Some quaint little buildings down there. Yeah, Ludford has a population of 460. So the houses were a rocking in these parts. We're at the White Hart Inn. Oh, there's a nice little church there. See if I can pull in and have a quick butcher's. We do like a church. We've got a King George postbox just outside the church. Quite a busy road coming through here, but look at these old buildings. There's even some stocks. This little green, look at that. We need to start bringing these back. That's pretty amazing. How do we get into this church? So braving the moisture. Look at this. Got some steps. It's definitely been well maintained. Got birdie running across the grass there. Very nice. It's a limestone church. Look at that. Oh, it's even still got an impressive bell up there. Bit damage to the stained glass window. I actually think it's just open. There's another one there. Wow, look at that. It's a very grand entrance. So we've got the boot cleaners. Nice locker. No, it's locked. Check out that funky old building. That's a beautiful rose window there. Shit, we can't go in there. $18.60, $18.75. Very nice. That is a very impressive church. Right, I am getting rather moist, so I'm gonna head back to the Meat Wagon. Yeah, I wonder if that church got some damage from the big earthquake. But impressive old building. Oh man, it's wet. Yeah, so this is one of them places you wouldn't have even knew existed. Quite small, but yeah, a good bit of history and very nice church here as well. We're gonna venture on a bit further north now. So we are right in the middle of the Lincolnshire Wolds now, well off the beaten track on this single track road. I think we're heading in the direction of Binbrook. I haven't seen a vehicle for quite some time. This is not your this is not your normal route. Oh. This is something you won't see people on their camping adventures filming. And probably for good reason too. It's very moist bushland, and yeah, I can't really see a lot. Although we got sheep to our left, a very steep hill. Oh, Meat Wagon, that's it. Oh yeah. On the Daily Meat, we're not your standard van lifing channel. We don't follow the herd. We do our own thing, and we go through big puddles. Let's take that a bit. Take this a bit gingerly. And where I've got all season tyres, we should be fine. There we go. We're through it. Oh, nice. And the way I want to go, road ahead closed. Ah, that could be an issue. We're going to persevere, see if we can get past it, because I want to go that way. Ah, yep. Yep. We ain't going down there. Okay. Back up. Okay, back down the hill, through the puddle, where no other van lifer has ventured before. Oh, well, at least it gives the van a clean anyway. Yeah, so I did my duty. I reported the closed road on Google Maps. Clearly nobody around here uses that, and it's sending me on a alternative route. Ah, great, and now there's a bloody car coming down. How am I going to get through there? I'm stuck in the bush there. Right, here you go. Clearly there's a reason. Oh, there's another freaking car now. Clearly there's a reason people don't come down this road. Oh man. It's such a pretty little drive. Look at it. It's moist glory. Trying to avoid these big puddles. Well, it looks like we've got a bit of an issue going on with the Meat Wagon. Could be N75 related. I've just lost power. My throttle is doing nothing. It's just idling at 1200 revs, and I've got the light flashing, the coil light. Yep, this could be a problem. I've got a code reader in the back, I think. Maybe I've got it in my glove box. And I've got breakdown cover, so... But this is embarrassing, isn't it? Right, I'll be back. Well, code reader is reading 18047, and it's something to do with the accelerator pedal sensor. Now, the symptoms: losing power, no revs, engine goes into limp mode. And possible causes could be water ingress in the ECU, or in the pedal sensor itself. Well, it is a very wet day, and it's not getting any drier, so I think water's got in somewhere. This could be a problem, Bruno. Just pulled in off this sketchy country lane. I have farmer field there. Yep. Okay, so I think my first call of action is, let's just erase that. See what that does. I don't want to be stuck here. Like I say, I've got breakdown cover, but you know, we're on an adventure. I have been driving through some big puddles and I've been out in the rain as well. Well, we'll erase this code and then hopefully see if that does anything. Now this is the first time the Meat Wagon has broke down. I'm just waiting for this code to erase. Right, that is done. It's been deleted. Oh, it's idling. Oh, we've got a bit of power. No. No. It nearly worked. Still coming up with a code. Yep. Damn. Yep, we got a bit of a problem. I reset it, went to drive off and it started doing it again. I've unplugged the socket on the pedal. Tried to have a look at it, but I'm wondering if it's connection on the ECU. Alright, I'm going to have to locate the ECU and check the plug socket there. I wonder if some water's got in there. So I've just been under the bonnet checking the ECU and the connections, well, the socket on top of it looks a bit wet. So I've tried to dry it off as best I can. Trouble is, if I go back onto a main road and it kicks in again, I've got no power, I've got a bit of an issue. So I'm just going to attempt just to drive up and down this road, see if it runs okay again. I think when I went for that big puddle on that hill, I'm wondering if the water flicked up and got the ECU wet because it's in there. It's on the passenger side, just above. Let's start again. Right, so it's hammering down the rain. I've been trying to get the ECU connection out. It does look a little moist down there, but yeah, it's hammering down and the wind's flying in. I've been disconnecting all the connectors by the accelerator pedal. All seems clean. I've got no WD-40. I used to have some in the van. I think it's in my workshop, which is no good for me now. Just up the road is the former RAF Kelston. So I may have a little dummy run up there if the power stays, because currently it's revving. I went to go a minute ago because it was idling for a couple of minutes, and as soon as I went to go, the power went again. And I can't go onto the main road because if I lose power on there, there's nowhere to stop, and I am well and truly in the middle of nowhere and stuck. But I think what I'm going to do is try and wait till this rain stops so I can have a proper clean of that ECU connection. And I may also just go up and down this road, see if it comes back to life. I'm thinking when I went through that big puddle on that hill, a bit of water might have got into the ECU connection because it's right in the passenger wheel well. Well, on the upper side in the engine bay, but it's a bit moist down there. So currently it's working. So I'm just going to have a little dummy run. And this little pull-in I'm currently parked at, it's an entrance to a farmer's field. Look at that, miserable weather. Yeah, this is pretty much the only pull-in all the way down there. Well, so far so good. It could have been a dry connection on the accelerator pedal. Seems to be okay at the minute. So note to self, don't drive through big puddles anymore. You are a grown man, you are 46 years old. It's not big, it's not clever, and it damages the electrics on the Meat Wagon. And that's the problem when you don't have a throttle cable. You've got sensors, you have to rely on sensors. Pretty tight down there, a lot of traffic down there. But it seems to be working again. At the minute, All seems good, the throttle's working again. I'm going to attempt to get back onto the main road. And what I may do is divert off my journey ever so slightly and head to Market Rasen and try and pick up some penetration fluid. But that got the old adrenaline going. Actually thought I was proper broke down then. We may not be out of the woods, we're literally in some wooded area, but you know, we'll take it easy, we'll see how it goes. I just don't want to break down on one of these main roads a bit further up. Right, the moment of truth, we're about to join a main road. No going back now, campers, no going back. We're 8 miles from Market Rasen. What's this, the A631. Right, let's go. And clearly if it breaks down here, as you can see, I've got a problem. Right, so I did have a couple of more locations to check out today, a bit further north in the Wolds. I think what I'm going to do for today is just head to Market Rasen and just stay in that area and try and let it dry out a bit. I'll get some fluid, WD-40 or something, spray it out. But to be honest, the weather's getting worse anyway. And the camping spot I've got in mind for tonight's stealth camp is near Market Rasen anyway. And then tomorrow I'm going to be heading back to the homestead. So what I'll do, the stuff I wanted to check this afternoon, we'll do it tomorrow. Simple. Simple spot now, 1:30. So I need to get some something for lunch anyway. I'm quite hungry, like late lunch. And on a Daily Meat we've had breakdown drama and we've solved the problem, hopefully. The Meat Wagon broke down, but now she is so far back on the road. Yeah, we're just heading back through Ludford. Look at the rain. Horrendous, diabolical weather. And we're in June. We're in June. Even the Meat Wagon don't like the rain. And past that church we swung by earlier. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we're in Market Rasen. Hopefully there's a Halfords there or something, or a pound shop, because they normally sell penetration fluid. Or even a Tesco, that'll do, they do it. Or even a supermarket, they should have some. Well, we've arrived in Market Rasen. This is the first time I've ever been here. I think that's the race course to my left. Market Rasen race course. Now when we lived in Hull Beach, we lived on Market Rasen Way. It was called the Racecourse Estate. And yeah, it's nice to actually be in Market Rasen for the first time. Yeah, the racecourse is just to the left there. Welcome to Market Rasen. Nice cottage on the right there, 1850. Alright, what we need to do now is find somewhere to stop for a little while, get some lube spray, and get a bite to eat. Oh, sweet transport on the road. Alright, so we're in downtown Market Rasen. First impressions, some nice old buildings, and it's very wet. There is a Tesco superstore that we are heading to, and we can see it directly ahead there. Right, there was a petrol station just round the corner, an independent one. Diesel was 172.9, but at a Tesco store, 178.9. That's expensive. What a miserable day. I think I'm going to park up next to this trolley shack. nip into Tesco. Well, it's still raining. Looks like it's got worse actually. It's hammering down. So a skinny little can of WD-40 in Tesco, £5.50. Nope. I'll have a look elsewhere. But man, it is miserable out there. Miserable. Got some lunch. Got a Ginster's Cornish style pasty, £1.50 club card price. So that is lunch for today. Bruno's got some sardines and tomato sauce again. So once I've eaten this, you'll have your sardines then, puppy. But for now, we're just going to sit in this car park. I don't know how much parking we get here. I actually don't see any signs. Anyway, bon appetito, campers. Right, we're on the move again. I've been sitting in Tesco for about an hour and a half. I'm going to head to an Aldi because the price of juice in Tesco is very expensive and it's cheaper in Aldi, so we're going there. So let's get some WD-40, and after that I'm going to be heading to my camping spot for the night. So I'm just going to have a quick drive through Market Rasen. I'm not sure if we're in the main drag as we're going through this old Victorian high street, looking, I'm not gonna lie, looking a little bit run down in places, looking a bit tired. Some nice buildings. Got the Corn Exchange Chamber, just gone past that on the right. Where am I going? Hook on the right here. Wow, it's tight down here, campers. There's some funky old buildings down there. In fact, some quite regal looking properties. Wow, look at these little cottages on the left here. Just by Ray's Lane, look at them. Nice. Sure is a bit of history around here. Here we are in Aldi car park. Alright, let's park up, get a couple of juices. Brand spanking new Aldi. So shopping trip in Aldi is complete. Got some juice, managed to get some maintenance spray in there as well, which is a bonus. So I think we're going to wrap this portion of the daily meet up. I'm going to head to my location for this evening, which is not far from here. But you'll have to keep an eye out for that one on the main Meat Manifesto channel for the camping side of things. Yeah, I should be heading back tomorrow after tonight's camp. Do a bit more sightseeing around the Lincolnshire Wolds. And then when I get back home, I'll start editing the first camping video. There'll be 3 on the way. So I'm thinking I'll get the first one up tomorrow, hopefully. And then I may do them every couple of days. So it'll be like Monday, then Wednesday. We'll see, we'll see. But anyway, that is a little adventure today in the Lincolnshire Wolds. Started off good. We had a good night's sleep. It was a little moist. We did a bit of exploring. Took the van to some nice places today. Went through a few little rural country roads. Showed you a sweet little camping location in a Red Hill Nature Reserve. Bit of history. Saw a big antenna. But then we went a bit too far off the beaten track. Went through some big puddles, and we completely lost power in the van. But luckily, I brought my trusty code reader, and we managed to rectify the problem. Still running okay now. So hopefully it was just a bit of water in a sensor, but all seems good. So I'm going to go to my park up. I'm going to penetrate the sensors with my fluid, and then I'll get this video edited and uploaded. I've got 5G signal in this area, so we're all good. So I hope you enjoyed this part of the Lincolnshire Wolds road trip. It's been a trying one, been a moist one. At least I got a couple of cheeky juices later on today. And I've got some good food. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We are currently at 941 subscribers. I just checked before I hit record, so we're nearly there. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, campers. I thought that car was about to hit me then. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Again, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, the Meat Manifesto, and Facebook. And I'll catch you tomorrow on the next portion of the Daily Meat. As this man next to me is about to do his shopping. And chucked his chewing gum in the bush. Nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Stay meaty.